Good afternoon, Eastern North Carolina. I'm meteorologist Russell James. Over the coming days, the big story will be the dangerous heat that's on the way, certainly, as we head towards the end of the week. That's why we have a first alert weather day, certainly, as we head closer towards the weekend. Now, as of currently, temperatures still sitting into the middle 80s in New Bern. This afternoon, we'll see a chance for an isolated scattered shower or thunderstorm. However, temperatures peaking somewhere around the low to middle 80s. Outside of the thunderstorms, you're going to be dealing with some high, thin cirrus clouds, puffy cumulus clouds as well, with a south breeze at around 10 to 15 miles an hour. Here's a look at your hourly forecast going from the 80s down into the upper 70s. Winds remaining persistent out of the west with a northerly component before shifting out of the south as we head into the overnight hours. First alert live radar quiet here across to the east. However, we got some showers and storms across western North Carolina and convective thunderstorms associated with the boundary all the way from parts of Iowa down into southern Illinois and into southern Minnesota. And this general movement is moving from northwest to southeast. And as we go through the rest of the afternoon, we'll see additional rounds of showers and storms firing up right there along our stationary boundary. We have a cool front draped across parts of the Appalachians and extending into western Pennsylvania. That's going to be moving eastward here. Meanwhile, this boundary is going to continue to trigger additional showers and storms for several rounds as we go throughout the afternoon. Eventually, most of that activity will scoot past us to our north. However, as we get into Thursday afternoon, we'll see another additional round fire up there as we will have a surface trough beginning to develop over the east. And rain chances over the coming days, mainly isolated to widely scattered in nature. It's not going to be until the weekend when the heat wave breaks. That's when we will start seeing scattered to widespread showers and thunderstorms. But really the big story, again, the dangerous heat. Temperatures at night will mostly be into the 70s and even low 80s along the immediate coast, and that will lead to a prolonged period of heat index values easily approaching 100 to 105 during the day, at night around 85 to 95 degrees. And just to give you an idea of how that could unfold, temperatures this afternoon, again, a reasonable 85 to 90 degrees. That's typical summer heat here in this part of the viewing area. But as we head into Wednesday, temperatures tick up a little bit, getting up to 90. And then as we head into Thursday, we'll start seeing low 90s. But when you factor in the humidity, easily seeing humidity or heat index values approaching 102 to as high as 104 degrees, certainly across Greenville over towards Williamson. And then at night, temperatures drop down into the upper 70s. Now, as we take a look at your heat index over the next 5 days, going from summery heat, sweaty conditions certainly on Wednesday, and then this is where we should start taking caution. Certainly Thursday, Friday into Saturday, we're going to be touching close to that 105 degree level. So don't be surprised if we have some heat advisories as we head in to around Thursday, maybe Friday timeframe. Now, we are watching one disturbance here, not a lot of thunderstorm action with it. Right now, it's encountering a lot of dry Saharan desert air towards the north that's keeping these storms from really developing. But as this circulation moves towards the west, the odds actually increase up to a 60% chance over the coming days. And so we just got to watch an area mainly right off the Bahamas, or right around the Bahamas, right off the southeast coast of Florida, as this system continues to track westward here over the coming days. We're going to have an area of high pressure moving it towards the north and west. But as we head towards around Thursday, Friday time frame, we're going to have an upper level disturbance to the central part of the country that's going to be coming down, helping to steer this. And then the question really becomes, how quickly does this system organize and how quickly it intensifies? If it organizes on cue and it intensifies within a short period of time, then it will take more of an eastward track. If the system takes forever to organize and it has a lot of land interaction, then you'll have more of a western track, a weaker storm. And so if it begins to move over the Gulf of Mexico, it could intensify again. If it moves over the Carolinas and well, over the Atlantic here over the coming days, it could eventually intensify as well. So it's just something worth watching here over the coming days as we get closer into August. And speaking of which, we're right on cue for the peak of hurricane season, which usually arrives late August, early September. So we're going to start seeing an increase in tropical activity here as we head over the coming weeks. But in the short term, temperatures will remain the big story. Very hot, humid temperatures into the 80s and 90s. Overnight lows into the mid to upper 70s. We'll see some relief as we head into Sunday with a 60% chance of showers and storms. And then Monday into Tuesday, temperatures hovering close to 90 degrees.